Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Block it.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Cowboys had 10-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 17 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you probably get some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On third down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the conversion. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On first and 10, it's ETN. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. ETN up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field.
Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Prescott on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Lawrence. This is intercepted. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Opposite. Alert.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lawrence. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Prescott going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sahadrozay. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first. Interception, more importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it. And that led to a touchdown on the other side, so they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all of those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Prescott now from the 50. That's Gallup on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there at 20 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
On the ready.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effect? Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys!
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one,
he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 27, Prescott out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Come on, throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down here at the 23. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The first down carry by Elliott. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.